Hey guys, and welcome one and all to Telecast PH, the Telework PH Outsourcing Podcast, a podcast dedicated to the benefits of outsourcing, a positive mindset, business advice, and the many, many ways outsourcing some of the non-core aspects of your business can help you scale up quicker, and at the same time, you'll be helping our mission to make an impact on poverty in the rural areas of the Philippines. I'm BizDev Jeff, your host. Thank you for joining, and a sincere thank you to all who have been listening and who have subscribed to the podcast and the YouTube channel and who have been following my content on LinkedIn. And of course, if you want to find out more about Telework PH, what we're all about and what we can do for you, go ahead and hop on over to www.teleworkph.com or catch me on LinkedIn. Just search BizDev Jeff Thompson or the hashtag BizDevJeff. So this week we're doing a 5-part series on building brand loyalty through customer support. We're going to give you 5 tips, one each day, on how you can take these bad situations when customers have problems and use those to build your brand loyalty. Now, no matter what industry you're in, there's competition. And the way to beat the competition is through brand awareness and, of course, brand loyalty. Now, once you've spent thousands on brand awareness and marketing to get your name out there and attract your potential customers, and you get them on board, you want to keep them. Because remember, your competition is just one click away. So brand loyalty is imperative, and you need your customers to spread the word about your product or service. After all, that type of free advertising is worth more than any ad or any kind of social media marketing campaign you could run. When one person tells another about a brand, they add one element that you cannot even do, even with case studies. And that's the personal experience, the real truth, what they actually went through. Now, how many times have you been looking for a restaurant and someone will say, well, don't go to such and such place. The service is horrible. Now, on the converse, they might also say, hey, you seriously have to go down to such and such. It's out of this world. The service is amazing. The food is incredible. Or even if you are looking for a mechanic and someone will say, hey, give my guy a call. He'll hook you up. That's the type of brand loyalty you want your customers to exhibit. And it goes beyond just remaining a loyal user of your product or service. It's shouting your brand name. So what about when things go wrong? Then that's when customer support is there to swing into action. However, there is more to customer support and the entire experience than just fixing the problem. Not all problems can be fixed right away. Also, some customers are more difficult and demanding than others. So how can we be sure that they will take away a positive experience even in the midst of disaster? So this 5-part series will show you exactly how to do that. These are ways that I have personally used as a support agent and a team leader to ensure customers went away as happy as possible. Now, I know what you want to ask. Hey, BizDev Jeff, when you were an agent, did you save them all? Answer, nope. Of course not. I wish I had. However, in some cases, no matter how much you try, some people will just not be satisfied. But at the very least, they cannot walk away and say that we didn't give it our all. So, moving on to today's tip. Tip number 1, active listening. One thing you need to keep in mind, customers are real people. People with emotions, feelings, moods, and expectations. And when those expectations aren't met or there's a problem, then they contact customer support for a resolution. So as soon as the support agent picks up the phone or hops in that chat or even opens the email, a relationship begins. And the foundation to any relationship is effective communication on both parts. Active listening is crucial at this stage. Active listening will ensure the customer knows that they are heard and understood, and that they have gotten through to the right person. So why is active listening so important? Statistically speaking, 60% of all problems within businesses are a result of poor communication. So that being said, it would serve everyone to really brush up on their active listening skills, especially customer support agents. Now, customers want to be heard, and more so, they want to be understood. They won't always be able to speak the same industry jargon that you may be used to, or even explain in a way simple enough for everyone to understand. As mentioned, we are dealing with real people here, average people. Now, first of all, with active listening, you want to make sure that there is limited background noise. Some support departments are extremely noisy, and it's distracting, and it can be distracting to the customer. So you want to try to limit the background noise as much as possible. Now, there they are, the agents on the phone with the customer. Now, you don't want agents to try to rush through calls or stick so strictly to a script that they lose touch with what the customer is saying. You want your agents to listen and respond. And one way to ensure the customer knows the agent is listening is follow-up questions. Tapping on points that the customer said, or even repeating some of it back to them in a casual way. Here, now let me give you an example of how this would go. So the phone rings, the agent answers the phone, does their opening spiel, whatever that may be. The customer quickly chimes right in. Hello, I'm Cindy Smith, and I use your service all the time, but today I put my password in, and it didn't work. I tried it 3 or 4 times. I am extremely frustrated. Agent. Wow, that is frustrating. So you put your password in, and it didn't work? I mean, did it give you an error message or anything? Customer. No, nothing like that. It just sat there and did nothing. Agent. Okay, got it. Let me go ahead and get your details and look this up and see what's happening. Now, it may take a few minutes. Do you want to hold after I get your info, or do you want me to go ahead and give you a call back when I know something? Now, here in this example, the agent responded to the customer's problem before jumping right in and asking for information. Now, I know I've called some support lines before, and even knowing the business, I've tried to explain to them my problem, and they stop me right away. They have to get my account number before they can even, listen. And that's extremely frustrating. You want to listen to the customer. You want to pick up the phone. They've called. They're ready to vent. They're ready to they want to let it out. Let them let it out. And then after you talk to them about their problem, get a little bit of background, ease into getting their information. Also, the agent responded to what the customer was actually saying. Acknowledge the fact that it was indeed frustrating, and then asked a follow-up question. Furthermore, the agent affirmed they understood by saying, okay, I got it. Now, also in this example, the agent goes on to tell the customer that it may take a little while. Do they want to be put on hold or call back? This lets the customer know that their time is valuable. An agent experienced in active listening and soft skills would not readily want to put an already frustrated customer, they said they were frustrated, and put them on hold for a long period of time. The agent set her expectations and let the customer know that somebody cares. All that in just a few sentences. Now, of course, there's a lot more to soft skills and active listening, and that's one of the main points that our training department at Telework PH focuses on with our agents, with our customer service agents, to get them prepared to make sure that whoever they have on the phone, whatever the account they are on, those customers walk away with a positive experience, loyal to that brand. And that will wrap it up for this installment of Telecast PH. I've been BizDev Jeff, your host. Check back tomorrow for the second tip in the series. And of course, if you want to find out more about Telework PH, hop on over to www.teleworkph.com or hit me up on LinkedIn. Just search BizDev Jeff Thompson. Remember, one random act of kindness can move mountains. Take care, everyone. Be safe. This is BizDev Jeff, signing off.